Yo, I'm Spaghetti36, and with CS2 right around the corner, there's a couple things I'm personally doing to prepare for it, and I think you should do too. The first thing is to look at cases. Now, the name of the game here is going to be looking at demand and not actually the price, which we normally do. So that means we're going to look at some of the slightly older cases, because if you look at this from a content perspective, streamers and YouTubers that are coming into CSGO that do case openings want to open the cases with very expensive knives. Not to say that the cheap ones won't go up, and I do think you should have a diverse collection of each of the cheap ones that aren't in the active drop pool, of course. But when we're talking about ones that could potentially see the spike that the Chroma 2 experienced because of Dr. Disrespect's Sapphire opening, you're going to look at any of the cases with the higher tier knives. And the best one that stands out to me is actually going to be the Spectrum 2 case. As you'll see, it has one of the highest unboxings as well as one of the cheapest ones with those high tier knives. So I could potentially see that having the highest price movement, but it'll never hurt to get any of the discontinued cases from the collections or some of the OG knife cases. Alright, now that your inventory is full of cases, let's talk about stickers. Now, sticking with the same theme, we're going to look for the highest demand, as that could potentially rise the most because of the player count increase, meaning we look at borderless stickers, and I do believe they're slightly riskier than cases, and that's for two reasons that we'll simply have to see how they play out, and that's going to be the supply of Paris and how that affects the demand, as well as if Valve releases borderless stickers again for the next major, which I would be surprised at, but there's still a possibility and you still have to keep that in mind. But Paris, Stockholm, and Antwerp all have a lot of potential because they have shown to have so much demand, on top of the fact that we will be waiting a decent amount of time until the next major, so there's a lot of time for them to grow. But moving away from purely investments a little bit, we're looking more at play skins now. And I don't think play skins should be your main focus of interest, but if you have a little bit of money and you already want to buy a play skin anyway, you might as well hit two birds with one stone. There's going to be two main categories of play skins that I look at, and first is going to be any play skins that improve with the CS2 engine, meaning any of the really good looking knives or popular rifles that are potentially less than what you think its value should be. And what you're going to want to do with these skins is actually flip them in the very short term. I'm talking 1 to 2 months. And basically what you're doing is going to be profiting off of the short-term volatility that CS2 should hopefully bring. Now, there's a reason I'm bringing this up at the end, and that's because it's not as secure as the other investments and not as easy. So do your own research and know that you're pretty much betting on the fact that nothing goes wrong with the CS2 update. But that's the reason I tell you to only look at the popular skins and the ones that will look better, because you can have confidence that they will, one, sell quick, and two, most likely not go down while the player count rises. And then the second category is going to be any of the trade up and filler skins, as they'll already have a decreasing supply, and then they always tend to go up every time an operation hits, which the operation is lined up to be after CS2, so you're just setting yourself up to get it before the buy demand and then sell off the next operation. But these are my main personal ventures, and I hope you find value in hearing about them. If you did, drop a like, comment, subscribe, makes me know that I should do more of this kind of content. But yeah, that's all. Bye-bye.